Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's start our session by reciting Ulumul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Okay, as usual, if you have any question, you can type in or just open your mic. Okay, okay, okay. Someone still coming in. Okay, while we are waiting for your friends, maybe there's some more coming. Do you have any question regarding your project, group project, part 2, data collection, and some project proposal I have asked you to review, right? Most of you are writing the proposal too general. Mean too general, you want to develop e-learning system, which is you do not mention for whom, to whom, which part of e-learning, in technology part, or in the basic thing, in the theoretical part or practical part. So you need to mention in detail, because without mention in detail, you're going to have a problem with data collection, which is you don't know what to collect, right? For whom to collect data. So for whom to distribute your question, right, in order to get that data. That's why you need a detail. Yes.
Sir, one question. Do I need to change
You
the
need to
proposal?
enhance the proposal. I mean, determine what you want to do, for whom, to whom. You does not need to do for all the world. You can focus on maybe for your, for example, for the community in Gombak, for small part, the UIA, for KICT, for example. You're a student, for KICT student. Which part? Okay, mechanical part, how to repair the computer, right? Or how to install the window. I mean, we need in detail on that. So then when you do some data collection, you know what to collect and to whom to collect. So you put,
So do I need to resubmit again the proposal?
yes, you can resubmit. You can resubmit, but based on your data collection, I will know, right, whether you have review or if you have just not very comprehensive data collection, right? So you will not get a good mark on that part of the project. And at the end, of course, you might not have a good mark for your group project.
Okay.
Okay, any other question? So minimum how many respondent we need for data collection?
Yeah, how many people?
How many people, right? So I would say not less than 50. That's too much, not too much, right? 50 to 100, I think you can get that data, right? If you have like 10, 20, I think it's too small. 15 or 100 is good. More than 100 is, right? It will be very good, right?
Wow, more than 50. Wow.
More than 50. Yeah, that's why you're doing some system for 50%, right? That's not too much. To get response is a good respondent with 50%, I think it will be good enough. Right? If you need an extend time, maybe you can consider, but please try to do that first, right? So then you know, right? Any other question? Any other question?
No, sir.
Yes. Okay. Others people? No? Okay, someone still adding to the class. Okay, so some are having a problem with the groups. Right? Some still are unable to find the group. Right? I have allowed them to join the friend. Right? I hope they have solved that problem.
Oh yeah, sir.
Yes,
My
Sir,
group is still 2%. Is it okay, right?
two, only two.
Yeah, only two. Because
Okay.
another guy just he didn't come. He didn't come back. I don't know. Like he didn't even add in the group member for some reason.
Have
His
you
name
tried
is Elias, I think.
Ilyas? Ilyas is
Uh,
here. You can try to contact him.
sir,
because he
Yes,
said something like he left something. I don't know.
he left. He dropped.
I don't know. I'm not sure for sure, but he said something.
Right. For those who do not have a group or do not join any group, you're going to have a very serious case for your Karima. Right. So you might not be able to pass without a good project.
So is it okay if I have two members in my group?
Okay. Two is small because you need to do a lot of things. So try to post and asking who, right? Someone has post, right? He did not have a group. You can ask him.
sir, there is a one person like his name is Brother Rafi. So he was looking for a group member. So he
Yeah.
couldn't find a group.
Can you give me his contact number?
Okay,
Okay.
I'll tell him to contact with you, or like you can contact
Right.
with me with the classroom.
Google Classroom.
Right.
Yes,
Give,
he posted 3 times for looking a group.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
yeah, you can see in the group, right?
So
Someone asked how many responses needed.
How many respond that we need? Again, 50, right? I would consider 50 to 100 will be good, right? Because you will not get too small number of response, right? Which is will be value added for your system later on. Right? If you have very small amount, you might not going to have a good system, right? Because this response, you're going to use this response in order to enhance your system later on, right? As much as you get the good response, you're going to have a very successful system in the future, right? So try to do this. So we might need to extend this part of the project, this part, right? Data collection, right? Because okay, let's see what you get. Try to do first, and then let's see the result. Any other question before we proceed? Yes.
sir, we already submitted our proposal for the second time. So can you check like because there is no comments from you that like that shows like
Oh, for
is
second
it
time.
yes
True, sir. There's no comments on the proposal part. He didn't say anything.
For the first part, I have comment in
yes,
your.
yes.
For the second part, yes, because um, I will put. Sorry, I think I need to put the new folder submission for the second part because if I put the first part, it will be mixed with the first part. Let me create the second part of the proposal in Alim and you submit there. Is that okay? So
But I already posted in the second one
right,
like yes.
okay. Can you repost again in the new folder? I will create later on, or I can create now. I might forget.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question? Yes.
Post any proposal in iTalima next time, or do I need to post it on Google Classroom?
Uh, Post in Alim for the second part revision. I will make a new submission for the review proposal.
For review proposal.
Right,
So,
so review it proposal.
sir, you will open a new submission link, right?
Yeah, submission link, and you need to submit there. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Let me make it now, right, before I forget.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can, so all the group matter, you go into this part, right? In part. Okay. This one proposal submission. So I will make it proposal revision. Assignment. Okay, so you please submit here.
You already added?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Sir,
please submit the revision here.
for
Okay.
project part one, which is project part one, will you deduct any mark for that? Like I just resubmitted there, and it's showing like amendment was submitted 93 days after, 2 hours late.
For a few hours it's okay, but for few days, yes, you're going to have some deduction. Few
No, sir.
hours it's okay.
So it was the second time, second part.
Oh, for second part it's okay. For this one, project part 2,
Part two
or
for the proposal.
the proposal. This one, second one.
Yes.
Right. For revision it's okay. Right. I will consider this one, the first part. Right. If you have submit late for few days, yes,
No,
you're going to have.
it's not late, sir. I submitted one time, but when you said to when you said for resubmission, then I resubmit it again. So it's showing like the time has gone. So it's showing that 93 days has late.
Oh, okay. No, no worry on that. Then
Okay.
you just submit. So please make sure submit per group, right? Not everyone submit. I have seen you submitted the same proposal. Right? So please submit your project leader. Please submit. Right? Not everyone to submit.
Yes, sir.
There's no due
Okay.
date on that one, right? For the
On the
resubmission.
resubmission, you should submit before you submit the data collection.
Okay, okay.
Yes, should submit before that. So while you review your data collection, you review your proposal as well.
So, for example, if my proposal, the second proposal is not good, does that mean I have to do it again, like another like proposal resubmission again? If, for example, for my second proposal is not good.
Yeah, it's not good. You can keep improve, right? Keep improve. Yeah, it's not good. Like we are improving the proposal until the end of the project, right? To make sure you're going to have a good project,
Oh,
right? Okay.
okay. Thanks, sir.
Yeah. My comment is just to make you improve, right? Yeah, improve. Okay. Any other question before we proceed with our next chapter? Okay. So, some question here. So the interview part is optional, right? I mean data collection or interview or any other spot. Yes. You can do by interview or you can do by data collection by make a Google form, right? Distribute the Google form for them to answer like that. That how to make. I think that will be suit for this situation. Right? You make a Google form, questionnaire, and then distribute to your friends or your user, right? in order to collect data. So the new folder that you have created for the proposal part 1 submission, that is only for the group that have to fix. Yes, for the revision, for those who need to review the proposal, that the new folder. For those who can proceed, you does not need to resubmit. Right. Okay. Okay, for this one, for those who need to review, right? For those who does not need to review, no need to resubmit here. Okay. Any
What's the
other
difference
question?
between revision and resubmission again?
The same thing. Right? The same.
The
You
same thing.
review and you resubmit.
Oh,
Right? You review and then you resubmit.
I see.
Consent, yeah. Some people asking. I was asking, what is consent? Consent is about what? Sarah Asri. Can you elaborate more? What consent? What type of consent you need? Approval, yes. Approval regard what? Regard proposal? Yes, I have left the comment in all of the proposal part 1. Can you go to check in the comment part? I think I've comment all. You can go to iTa'lim. Okay, I will show you in iTa'lim. Comment, iTa'lim. Proposal submission here. And graded here. And you can see the comment over here. All submission. For example, this one, right? Remember this one. You can see the comment here. I put the comment here. Very short comment, for example. Yes, you can proceed with this project. For example, okay, you can proceed with that. For some you need to review, I will write here, right, in the comment. Because someone is asking for the official letter from institution in order to do interview. Oh, I see. The consent to do the interview. Consent letter. Okay. Okay, you need to interview. You need to go to interview. Right, if you need that, I will prepare for that letter for interview. That's why I was asking about the consent. What type of consent? For those who need consent letter, it's okay. I will make a general consent letter that you can use, right, for interview. I have that consent letter. Please remind me again. Thank you for that. Okay, for those who might need to go to any company or school in order to get data, okay, you can use that consent. I will post later on. I will make a general consent letter. Okay, any other question? Okay, any other question? Okay, someone still adding. 12 now. Yeah, many ones still here. So we are 31 now. We're 31 now. Okay, for those who just join the class, you can see in Google Classroom later on. I will post because we are recorded since the beginning of this session. Okay, so you can see, you can watch later, and we also make this available for those who are unable to join this session. Okay. Any other question? All right. No. Okay.
No,
Good.
sir.
No. Okay. Okay. Someone wants to join. That's why I need to repeat again and again. I need to repeat, right? Okay. We are 33 now. Right? We are almost 80%, 85%. Okay. For this section, we're going to cover the next chapter, chapter number 10. But we're not going to cover all, right? All of this section. We might need to divide into 2 sessions because it's a very long topic to be covered and quite technical. Okay. Okay, for chapter number 10, we're going to cover object-oriented system analysis and design using UML. The next, you need to, when you have all those data, you need to design your system. You need some methods. Right? This is a well-known method, object-oriented system analysis by using UML in order to design, right, in detail. Okay. So this is the learning objective that we're going to cover. Okay. Okay. What's object analysis and design? Okay. So we need this, okay, in order to develop or design complicated system. When we have complicated system, most of people are prefer to use this kind of method. Okay, we use object, we use class, right, that can be reusable in the system. Okay, that is the overall concept. Okay, there are some major topic that we're going to cover in this chapter. Okay, the concept of the object-oriented concept. Okay, the concept of object-oriented. UML, Unified Modeling Language. We're going to use this UML. Okay. How the use case and others UML diagram. So we're going to cover some of UML diagram. Okay, and how to use UML. Okay, UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. Right? How to model your system, model how to design. Model we refer to design. Okay. Any question? Yes. Any question?
Sir, I wrote a question in the message. You didn't answer.
Oh, okay. Some question here. So, in our proposal, okay, regarding proposal, okay. Proposal, you said we can proceed with the topic, but you asked to review the proposal for some topic. What should we exactly do? Yes, that means you need to review. There are some more review, right?
Yes, sir. You wrote the
Review
following.
proposal for some topic. Some topic in detail. I think I have more comment on that. That's all the comment?
Yes, sir. The following message is your comment. You can proceed with this topic, but there are many
Proposal
other.
is however there are many available job posting. Yes, for example, you want to do job posting, right? You need to find. So in order to do that, you need to know what is people using for job posting. We have job street here. Right? What are the problem with that job street? Then in order for you to develop your system, you're not just copy. Right? Copycat will never success. But we see the problem and we resolve that problem. That will be a successful system. You does not need to review a very huge problem, right? There may be some part of problem. There should be some part of problem. Okay.
Okay, sir. So do we need to submit it again, or we just update it in the?
Yeah, review, submit. I post the proposal revision. Submit in that.
Okay, sir.
before you complete your data collection. Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other question before we proceed? Any question on the topic? Right. So in this topic, we're going to cover in detail how to design, right, using object-oriented concept of UML. Okay. So object-oriented concept, I believe, have you taken OOP, object-oriented programming? Right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, that is a theoretical part of object-oriented programming. Okay, reusable. You have object, you have class, you have inheritance. That is the main. That is the main topic. Okay, for example, you have a class of vehicle. So vehicle with wheel, without wheel. So in vehicle, you have car, you have bicycle, 2-wheel, 4-wheel, 3-wheel, right? That is concept of object and class. And inherit means hidden function that you can use, right? Similar to concept, but this one we are use this object-oriented concept to design. Okay, for OOP, object-oriented programming, you use to coding, right? Similar concept. Okay. Object, right? Object can be anything, persons, car, or thing that are relevant to the system, right? So before you create the system, you need to create the object, right? Maybe customer, right? For example, this you have class of car. So in class of car, you have a few type of car. So it will be an object. For example, Polo, Mini, Beetle, for example. Okay, this is how to create the object. Next, class. Right. So class define the set of chat attribute. Right. It will define the attribute and behavior in the class. For example, this rental car class. So inside this you have size, the color, make, model. Right? It will be the attribute. So the method or the function of this will be it can run, it can check in, the current it can service. Right? This will be the class of that object. Okay. So when you design your system, you should draw this. Like for example, your system, you have how many objects? 5 objects. People, car, you have customer, you have staff. Then you draw what is the class, what is the attribute, and what is the method. Okay? It's how drawing, right? Okay, inherits, right? Inheritance, right? Or hiding, right? Inherit, for example, vehicle, inherit is a car. Yeah, vehicle is a car. And inherit, some vehicle might be a truck, right? It's inherit. So for the car, you have different attribute with different method. For a truck, you might have different or the same attribute with different method. Okay, any question? Any question? Similar concept to your OOP
No, sir.
class? Yes, no? Right, so this one, later on, for the project, the following part of your project, you're going to use this concept to design your system. So that's why, when you know your target customer, then you know what is your object. That's why if you just mention overview of the proposal, it will be very difficult for you to define what is object of my system and what is the attribute should I have and what is the method should I put inside my system. That's why. Yes? Any question? That's why in the proposal, I keep review you to focus, right? To focus working in any part of the system. Okay. Any question? No? Okay, next. Okay, I need to leave this two screen because some might asking the question, then I can answer. Okay, so if you have any question, you can leave the comment here or just open your mic and say something. Okay, next in UML, right? UML concept and diagram. What you need to have thing, you need to have relationship, and you need to have diagram, which we're going to cover one by one. So this is the example of diagram, right? So for example, this overall of your system. So this part is maybe a use case diagram, okay? So far and so forth. First, thing. Okay, what is a thing? Right? Structural thing are, for example, you have class, you have interface, or you have use case diagram. We're going to cover later on. Or element that provide a way to create model. Right? So this is a thing. Right? You need to define how many classes you need to solve this function. Or in overall of your system, how many classes you need. So you need to define clearly. So when you submit the following part of your project, you will see whether you have a good system, whether that system is logically right or logically wrong. It will be based on this design. Okay. So behavioral thing, behavior, right? How it actor, right? This one, when user register, who going to approve, right? Acts, reacts, okay? Describe how things work and how it works. The interaction and state mentioned, right? Okay, there's a thing in overall. Okay. The important part is relationship. What's the relationship between each object? For example, in KICT we have student belong to which kuliah? Belong to KICT and belong to IS department. So that's object that you need to identify. Belong to IUM student. In, for example, IUM in the overall, you see, we have a lot of department, finance departments, right? We have MSD, we have ITD, so forth and so forth. That is all the object. Okay. So in relationship, we have structural relationship. Okay, structural with which type thing together in structural diagram. Later on, we're going to have a structural diagram. Behavioral relationship used in behavioral diagram. So in relationship, you're going to have two diagrams. Right? It depends on this is a structural relationship or behavioral relationship. Okay. For structure, you use structure diagram. For behavioral, you use behavior diagram. For example, this one, any name or any attribute relate to this. Okay, this one, two-way communication. This one-way communication. This one-way communication. Right? This, what's the relationship between this and this? And this and this. Right? Any name, any attribute, any behavior. Right? Name is the class, attribute, and behavior is a method, as I present in previous. So you need to mention clearly, right? One by one, part by part, object by object, class by class, method by method. Okay? I hope you understand. Any question?
No, sir.
No. Good. Right? No. Okay. Okay. So we should not proceed more than 30 minutes, right? So that's why we need to divide into two parts of this. So next diagram. Okay, as mentioned previously, you have structure diagram, and behavioral diagram. Okay, structure used to describe the relationship between the class. Okay, you have many class, so you use structure diagram to describe those classes. Okay, behavioral diagram used to describe the interaction between people or between actor. For example, you have few actor. This one can communicate to this. This one can request. User can request to the admin. Admin can improve to the user. Okay, that we call behavioral diagram. Right? For example, student, applicant, enroll, semester, register, enrollment, this course. For the course, you have register attribute. Okay. For the seminar, right, and so far and so forth. You need to declare your diagram here. Okay, we have 5 more minutes. Okay. What is the most commonly used UML diagram? So you need to select what is the most relevant diagram to be used in your system. Different system might have different situation, right, that need to use different diagram. Okay, so you need to choose the best for your system. Okay, you use first one, use case diagram. What use case diagram describing how the system is used. Okay, so for example, we have like case study, right? So this one, case study for the system. We have overall case and how to describe the system in overall. The starting point for UML modeling. So with the starting point for the UML modeling, use case scenario, right? Yes, any question? Heard something? Next, use case scenario, a verbal articulation of the accession to the main behavior described by the primary use case. Right? This is based on the scenarios. Right? Each system might have different scenario. Right? Each situation. You might have situation. Student might need to drop, right, after you have add. Okay, your student might have to bar, you miss some right? That is different scenario. So your system going to have a few scenario, right? The comprehensive, the complete scenario that you have, right? that you design. So the less error that you're going to have in your system, right? For example, you have a good system, you need to cover most of the scenario that might happen to your system in the future. So you need to design on that. Okay, activity diagram, it illustrates the overall of the flow of the activities. So each activity in detail, right? You design, you design in detail. For example, I will open where's the full screen here? For example here, and overview of most of your UML diagram that connected together, right? Some diagram, for example, this one is use case. You see the person use case diagram. This one activity diagram from one activity to complete each activity. So in each activity, you need to design one diagram for that individual activities. Okay, and use case scenario, right? Identify the step and then the condition. You might have a class diagram, right? And you might have sequence diagram, or you might have communication diagram, right? And then this is how you link into overall of your system, right? Based on this, we will understand your system is logically right or logically wrong. Okay? Any question? Any question? No?
No, sir.
No? Okay, good. A few more minutes. Use case modeling. Right? Use case modeling. Describe what the system does, right? Without describing how the system does it. Okay. In this use case modeling, I think we can cover later on because it's more technical. So for the first part, it's good enough for you to understand the aura of object-oriented modeling, right? You have few diagram to be used. Okay, so later on we're going to cover in detail, right, on each part of the diagram in detail. For example, the sequence diagram, why you need this, which part should you put in this, right? Okay, activity diagram, how to do the activity diagram. Those things we call, okay, use case modeling, right? Okay. Any question? Any question? Because we are more than 30 minutes now, right? We are more than 30 minutes now. Any question?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Because some of you going to have a class after this, so you need to prepare. Okay. Again, this session we have recorded. Okay. So if you just join the class, you can go to any part that you have missed it. Okay. We record this session for those who have problem with their internet. I hope they can open and see what we have discussed in this session. Okay, so if you do not have any questions, so we have 33. Okay, so we end our session by reciting tasbih kifarah and surah to us. Okay, thank you everyone for joining the session.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you. Salam.
Thank you, sir. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.